In the world of Ghost City, domestic-based offenses are considered especially chaotic. In Ghost City, these crimes are investigated by an elite squad known as the Special Domestic Unit. These are their stories.
Previously on SDU.
Oh yeah, one more thing. She suggested she was moving to a new place for some reason.
Let's go arrest this son of a bitch.
Indeed, let me see your hands.
Freeze, police. Don't even move.
Ow, someone help me.
What the hell? Eric, what happened?
Carb jumped me.
Lock it down, officer injured. One inmate escaped.
Three people killed, 12 injured. ME's officers on their way to pick up the body.
Chief, just one question. What kind of bomb would you think was set off?
A regular C4 bomb.
Well, great. Looks like the feds will be all over and involved with this case.
Not even the feds, the federal government.
Listen up. Captain Don is out again, so as usual per SDU chain of command. I'm next in charge. Where are we on the bomb?
The bomb squad and the FBI declared it intentional terrorist. Traffic cameras show a man in a dark black suit entering the subway station of 42nd Square Park.
Those three people found dead at the scene, all John and Jane Doe's no ID.
Alright, well, we have another issue. Daisy Carb reportedly escaped from prison pending execution, beat up one guard.
Yo, what the fuck?
Joey and more are talking to the captain of cell block B over at the state prison.
How did Carb escape?
Knocked down guard officer Eric.
When were you gonna take Carb for execution?
Like, at around 5:30 today. She grabbed Eric's baton and knocked him out. For girl, she's got skills.
Alright, we're going to need security cameras and everything you've got that might help us track her down.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you CEO Baxter?
I saw some paper behind Eric when she jumped in.
Can I see it then? Emily, take a look.
What is it, Joey?
Carb has random phone numbers for some reason. No one knows why. This shows the exact plan, date and time of the subway terrorist bombing attacks.
Did she ever had any visitors within the last few days?
I can't remember, but I'll see if I can have my supervisor to check out the logs of the visitors that came in.
Detectives. This is Agent Soapmore with the FBI's Domestic Terrorism Team Task Force, who will be handling and taking over the investigation on the subway bombings.
Do you guys have a suspect?
Yeah, one. Daisy Carb escaped Ghost City State Prison while on the death row to execution, after being found guilty in a murder case.
What makes you think she could be the one behind the bombing?
She has a picture of the exact time, place and date of the bombing attacks. She even has random phone numbers. So we're looking to see who visited her in jail within the last days.
And speaking of which, Reed, you dumped their phones yet?
Not yet. Still waiting on that subpoena.
I'll call Dash for a subpoena.
Well, I have a team with marshals going down to check the state prison. You guys have any idea of her whereabouts? Her old crappy place down by 14th and Elf. You know, we may believe she may be working with a cult and has close ties to the mafia if all of this information were to be the case.
Now that's a bunch of crap. If that were true, we wouldn't been so caught up.
Not to mention the fact, when we raided her apartment, she had someone with an AK-47 who the SWAT team took down, so there is a high chance.
We're going to block that place down by tonight. Got it? That was traffic technician. They managed to pull the security cameras near the subway station, and then they found a man with a gray suit with a bomb entering the station. I will be right back.
So our first place to start would be Vendetta's husband.
Detectives, surprised to see you here.
Mr. Vendetta, did you by any chance receive any notes, letters, or phone calls in the past few days?
No, not all.
Any visits?
Yes.
All right, who?
I don't know. It was some guy. He said he was a part of the police. He asked questions about my wife.
All right, listen to me. If anyone calls or visits you, ignore them, don't answer. We'll have an agent come by and guard your post.
Certainly.
We checked the husband who said a guy in a gray suit visited him before.
There are security cameras within the hallway. We're going to need to access them through the building superintendent.
We're going to need to have those cameras faxed over to the FBI field office.
Yeah, but before we rush ahead, we still have to figure out where Daisy Carb might be.
Okay, thanks. The DA's office said we're able to get a subpoena for the cameras.
Alright, I'll call Dash, have us get a subpoena. Green and Taylor, go canvass that apartment to see if anyone else saw a man in a suit go around apartment 3J.
No, I haven't seen anyone with a gray suit in the past few days.
What about outside or like anywhere around the building?
Last time I went shopping, it was last week. I was never out of my apartment.
Do you know if by any chance any of your neighbors seen anyone with a grey suit?
No, I talk with my neighbors a lot, sometimes over the phone, and plus they have like 80 cameras around the house.
We got the subpoena.
Why do you need to see the cameras?
We're looking for a person of interest that may have been here within the last few days. You happen to know by any chance?
Well then, until I see a search warrant or a subpoena, I'm not giving you anything. No cameras, no jack, no shit.
Signed and served.
Wait,
Mr.
what?
Smith,
What
please
the hell
step
is
away
this?
over here and stand here.
We got it.
Thanks, we'll be taking this to go. Ben, convicted on an attempted murder against a city councilman in '94 and then made a bomb threat to the city council in '96, acquitted on both due to bias reasons.
He could be the one who Daisy hired to bomb a place for some sort of money exchange and then he runs out.
It's a federal offense. Call Agent Sophomore at the FBI field office.
And you better make sure you track him down. The U.S. attorney is gonna want something I can give her.
Ben attends a meeting near 5th Avenue every 5:30 each day in the evening.
That's in a half an hour from now.
What kind of meeting?
Business meeting. He now works for a company called Fish and Stocks.
Joey, Green, get Sophomore and have him meet you there. Emily, revisit Vendetta's husband. See if he knows if Ben works for a cult.
For the new price of fish and chips can be raised up to $2.20 or $3.
Ben Bratt.
Are you Ben Bratt?
Yes, that's me. And you are?
Federal agents, you're under arrest for domestic terrorism, conspiracy, bribery, and incitement.
It's all over, Ben. We caught you. Now tell us where Daisy is.
I told you, I don't know. Last time I saw her was her house.
Hey, pal. The house was blocked and ran down by the feds. She wasn't there, so try again.
Look, all I know is that she wanted to see me by her place after she escaped prison.
Do you have her phone number?
Are you jealous now? No, I don't.
What is this?
This is breach of privacy. I want my lawyer here now.
Buddy, you're already going down for multiple heinous federal crimes. Don't make yourself anywhere. I guarantee you're not gonna like how we do things in federal court.
Now if you tell us where Daisy is now, the U.S. attorney might cut a deal.
And I'm gonna warn you, these types of crimes can land you on death row.
We're supposed to meet in an hour 87 and 86th Street on the east side of Goss City.
More. This is Assistant U.S. Attorney Adam Stone. He will be taking over the domestic terrorism case while you guys try to locate Carb.
Tom, let's go find DA Price.
More. Sophomore, get Swanson and see how they're meeting up.
Okay, yeah honey. If she doesn't eat it, treat her with hot Cheetos or cookies. Okay. Love you too. Tell Jess I love her too.
So? How many kids?
4, 1 boy and 3 girls.
Happily married too?
Differently, I've been married since 2004.
Old Joey here's got a handful. His youngest daughter hates veggies.
There she is.
Should we let them chat in record?
While we're sitting out here freezing our asses off?
Hey Daisy, Ben.
We got a shooting on Broadway and Lafayette, on foot with suspect Daisy Carb heading into a gray Cadillac, heading west.
I'll call the U.S. Attorney's office in Galaxy.
Two men, one African American. One white, one in a gray suit, other in a black top half and a black suit. MP5s. Took off with Carb in a gray Cadillac.
Okay, and did you see where they were heading down towards?
Joey chased them down towards West 4th Street and Maple. Tagged when I checked his pulse, and then we started to call for EMS and backup.
Captain, a citywide alert is out for a gray
The
Cadillac.
paramedics don't know if he will make it. I got a team going off to help Joey.
Listen, Emily, I need to receive FISC services. Not that it wasn't your fault.
Yes.
You wanted to see us, sir?
Yes, meet U.S. Attorney Boris Anderson. He has something to say to you guys.
Yes, pending if Ben Bratt stays alive, we're making you special assistant U.S. attorneys to prosecute Daisy Carb, while my assistant U.S. attorney prosecutes Ben Bratt. Make a deal.
Sounds good.
How is he, by the way?
Paramedics says he'll make it. We're awaiting the autopsy from them.
We'll need him to testify though in open court in federal court.
We also need to find out who those 2 men were.
Yeah, what? Okay. That was Galaxy. His boys got something for you down at the hospital.
It's alive still. All of the bullets missed the artery. They have really bad aim.
He said those people were Anthony and Tyler.
And what did he say about Daisy Carb?
She went with them. It's gonna be a lot harder for us to get to her now.
I noticed you guys have new attorney badges.
No, yeah, we were appointed special assistant U.S. attorneys.
Did they say where they were taking her?
Something about across the border.
We got to find them fast. Buy you lunch, counselor, or maybe I'll talk you into a plea deal. Why? Look, he's looking at 6-12 months in the hospital in Aku. He's looking to comply with you guys as well. How? My client will testify against Daisy Carb in open federal court. In exchange of less jail time, no death penalty. I'm not the one prosecuting, counselor. You'll have to speak to the prosecuting U.S. attorneys. But you'll still need him to testify about the bomb for hire change plot. I know that. I'm saying since I'm prosecuting Carb again in federal court, I cannot speak on behalf of the U.S. Attorney.
Number 011920023 USB Ben Bratt, 1 count domestic terrorism, 1 count conspiracy, 3 counts of murder in second degree.
How does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Bill Counselor.
Given to the heinous nature of this crime and the defendant's request to comply and testify for another case, U.S. requests he be remanded to the state of Vyon's DA's office. Defense has no objections.
What trial and when is he testifying?
When the People v. Daisy Carb's trial date is set.
Alright then, until his testimony, I'll remand him under the custody of the people of the state of Vyond. However, bail is set at $5,000. Cash or bond?
Anything on Carb?
No, not yet. There are still units out there in the city looking for Carb.
But we still need to talk to Ben about Anthony and Taylor.
Corrections sent him down to Rikers as his bail was posted for $1,000 to $5,000. And, now that we have your cooperation and compliance, we need to start prepping you.
Ben, do you know those people?
Anthony and Taylor. Those are also headmen.
Okay, and do you remember anything or can recall any events that happened prior up to the shooting?
No, all I know is that Daisy wanted to meet up and speak to me about making some sort of type of fortune from these 2 millionaires out in the open of Gossity.
And what kind of discussion was this?
She said she would rob Gossity Bank just to get the secret code to the fortune, which could pose a threat to me.
And what about the numbers?
What numbers?
The phone numbers.
I grabbed her phone number way before she went to jail. We met at a party in the Sliverwood Park side.
And then why did you call her in the prison? Because when we checked, your phone number was in the phone calls when we dumped her phone numbers.
She wanted me to bomb a random place in the city.
Just as I suspected.
Okay, wait, but then why did you decide to comply with her and bomb the train station down by 36th and 5th Avenue Columbus Circle?
She offered me $600,000. I'm dirt poor and broke. I cannot turn down a nice hot deal like that.
Do you know where Anthony and Tyler might be now?
If you want, you're gonna have to check their crypts up in Mount Vernon.
So, we bring Carb from cold-blooded killer Akasor loser to a federal domestic terrorist working with a cult.
Not to mention that we've got a clear and full good quick location of where they are now. I think we can get a couple of bars down through force. You'll have your warrant soon.
You guys head up to Mount Vernon. I'll call SWAT.
This isn't gonna be easy.
Who is it?
Pizza delivery. Anthony Baham, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of Ben Bratt and for aiding and abetting a prime suspect in an ongoing prison escape bombing case.
What is this cop army?
Where's the gun? And your friend?
If you got no warrant, I ain't telling you jack. Nothing.
Look and check again. Signed and served, Jack.
You arresting me cause in black. What the fuck is this shit? This is RCIAM.
Last chance, you two. Where's the MP5 you used on Ben Bratt to shoot him?
We want lawyers.
You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Ben Bratt and aiding and abetting a prime suspect. You have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Anything you do say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Anthony, talk to me. You're either stupid or out of your mind. What did you think I wouldn't find your gun and find prints on it? We have your prints and buddies all over at the crime scene and the gun, you're fucked up, pal.
I was just carrying orders.
Yeah? By who?
Not another word, Anthony. My client was taking orders from your alleged victim Ben Bratt. He's not the so-called victim. Detective, you forgetting that he's the one who caused the bombing over at the subway station. Why aren't you dealing and focusing on him rather than my client? How dare you?
Yeah, our alleged victim is being prosecuted, alright. However, He's been offered a deal in another ongoing criminal case in which he volunteered to testify all about and will, and the victim Ben Bratt, was going against someone else's orders. Also, how the fuck does that make sense, counselor? He was the victim. Try and come up with a better lie.
I resent that language, detective. He could have planned it on himself to make you guys think that there would have been something planned going on down the between him and Carb.
Oh, so you do know about Carb, which reminds me and brings on to my next question. Where is Daisy Carb now? Or where are you hiding her?
Not answering.
I'm just gonna have our nice lovely Ada's motion to get a court order to compel you to tell us where Carb is.
The right to remain silent is heavily protected and will be argued by within the Court of Appeals.
Alright, book him for aiding and abetting and attempted murder.
Joey, grab your coat, we out. Sector car out in the Lower West Side spotted Carb on a bus fleeing for the cliffside. Sophomore is there trying to get her.
Daisy, step away from the cliff.
Don't come any closer. If you come any closer, I'll jump.
Daisy, come on. Stop talking crazy.
I have nothing to live for anymore. Ever since you placed that case on me and put me on trial and the death penalty for murder, it changed my whole life. I've lost everything.
Doesn't matter. Your sentence can be changed, but you're going to have to trust us.
No, you're just going to place me on the death penalty roll already. So, if I'm going to have the death penalty, then I'll have no reason to wait nor live now.
No, you do have a reason. We're going to trial still. The sentence carried out can always change. Come on, stand over here.